Coming up here on the Pro Show, say the Forbidden Door, the big outcome. Coming up, talk about match preview and predictions for Forbidden Door. Coming up, you see right here, the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship. Will be online for AEW as Hangman Page defends the title. MJF, MJF doing some real snake stuff. It's going to be MJF good. The opportunity against champion Hangman Page. We'll talk about it coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Ricky Dix here. Glad you joined us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Let's get things started. Well, a lot of matches here coming up. Let's get this started right here. The World Tag Team Championship are on the line as the Hurt Syndicate defend the titles against challengers FTR, Bandito, and Brody King. Well, this past week on Dynamite was a match that between FTR and Bandito and Brody King. We thought that was going to be a no one contenders match that was going to have one single team that was going to take down Bandito and Brody King. But throughout the whole entire match, we saw match after match, we saw Brody Bandito kick out, and that wasn't enough. So the Hurt Syndicate was watching very closely and intently to see who was going to challenge them for the championship. The Hurt Syndicate didn't have to wait no longer and stuff. And now we know the Hurt Syndicate now see themselves defending the tag team championships against two other teams that gave their all. But we see now that it's going to be a lot of work. Look for probably FTR to win the tag team championship by pinning Bandito or Brody King, so they didn't have to pin the Hurt Syndicate. The Hurt Syndicate, we're hearing rumors that the Hurt Syndicate don't want to lose to no FTR, and so they kind of found a hard way to get those ties off of them. So I guess this will be the solution tonight. So we'll see if this is going to come to fruition a little bit later on tonight. Well, speaking of that, Mercedes Moné will defend her championship in a fatal four-way against three people from three different organizations. She's going to defend her championship against Perspone from CLML, Bozilla from Stardom, and Alice Winston from AEW. Mercedes Moné kind of represents AEW, but there could be an AEW championship match. Well, this past week, Mercedes teamed up with Women's Ring of Honor champion Athena to get themselves a preview of what's gonna go down. And match did look grand. As Tony Storm was in the match with Alex Storm. It just wasn't enough. But Tony Storm did I think she did get the win. I believe she did. Tony Storm did get the win, but it just wasn't enough. So Tony Storm um gonna have her works out cut. But look for probably Mercedes Monet. We get a picture of Mercedes one more time. Be the barrier. Mercedes Monet will win her championship over that fatal four way. She's gonna keep her champ. She's got 9 belts now, so she's like the female belt collector. But by then, uh, a kid, so she probably be a kid down the road. But speaking of Mercedes, tag team partner from last week, um, Athena will go against Tony Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. Athena versus Tony Storm 1-on-1. They're gonna have their match as well. Athena versus Tony Storm. And I think Athena's ready to go. I think Athena wants that championship worse than many people would perceive. Athena will want. Athena's gonna have to really put her stuff together. Look for Timeless Tony Storm to get the win. Timeless Tony Storm's gonna retain her women's championship over Athena. Athena wants to be the forever women's champion. I think Athena's not going nowhere anytime soon. I can tell you that right now. So let's see. for Athena versus Tony Storm as well. Another match that's going to happen at Forbidden Door is going to be for the IWGP World Championship. Jack Sabre Jr. defend the championship against Nigel McGuinness. Like Nigel McGuinness wants to reclaim something and get himself back into contention. He's been looking in phenomenal shape, but Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be able to take this one. Nigel McGuinness trying to do the favor. And what a favor that you did. So look for Zack Sabre Jr. to retain his championship. Well, there's another championship, the TNT championship, as Kyle Fletcher defends against Hiroshi Tanahashi. No question about that. Kyle Fletcher is going to have this one. Kyle Fletcher looks like he's going to be the future. He already re-signed with AEW. So Kyle's not going nowhere anytime soon. Look for Kyle Fletcher to win that match tonight over Hiroshi Thompson. Speaking of that, a reunion of sorts right here. Basically, you can say Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian reunited, and it feels so good. They're going to be taking on the team. Was supposed to be the team of Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. Well, Edge and Christian making the reunion. Never would have thought it was going to be that fast of a reunion, but I guess they had to bump it up. But Edge and Christian reunited, and it feels so good. They was on Dynamite this week talking about the match. Edge and Christian, along with Tony Schiavone. And they're saying that Christian's still stubborn, Edge is still stubborn, and they're still in their stubborn ways. But Nick Wayne came out there to inform them that he won't be in action because he has a broken foot. Well, Mother Wayne sent this man right here. Luchasaurus has returned. Luchasaurus doing some destruction. And Luchasaurus is back, attacking both Edge and Christian, laying them out in the ring. So Edge and Christian gonna really have their work cut out for them. They take on Nick Wayne, Kip Sabian, and Luchasaurus. Edge and Christian is going to be really having to put a lot of work in against that team. We'll see, but you never know. Nick Wayne will probably be at ringside watching this match and see what Nick Wayne is going to do coming forward. So we'll see. Nick Wayne probably being the mastermind of everything or what he did. So, well, speaking of that, the Unified Championship is online. Swerve Strickland going against Kazuchika Okada. Swerve Strickland issued a challenge that he wants some competition. And he's stepping up and he wants to go against Okada. And Swerve wants to show Okada that, hey, I'm here. I'm here to I want some goal. I want that goal that you got. I think Swerve bringing the fight to Okada. I think Okada's going to have to bring the fight to Swerve. Both of them kind of equally matched, but we'll see if Okada is going to show Swerve a few tricks and stuff of the trade. So we'll see if that's going to be the case coming forward. So look forward to seeing that Swerve versus Okada. Look for probably it's going to be evenly matched. But I look at seeing that Okada retain the championship over Swerve. Swerve might get a chance down the road, but we'll see what Swerve's going to do on the road. How that's going to be. Another match that I think everybody was talking about. I think it's going to be the Bucks teaming up with on top of your left hand corner. The Bucks will team up against John Moxley and his group to take on Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, and a couple of others. You know that Will Ospreay returned. Will Ospreay wants to end the Death Riders. I think the Death Riders are cancers and stuff to the whole wrestling industry. Well, he'll get his chance and his opportunity. A lot of the Death Riders came out there right here. Ospreay, even this week, well, Ospreay was trying to tease that he had Marina Shakira, but none other than the Young Bucks super kick. Well, Ospreay off his rocker. Ospreay is a whole brawl. Everyone was brawling, even the ops and stuff getting involved as well. Ospreay, everyone, Darby, looking for a fight and spoiling for a fight. This match gonna be kind of like similar to Anarchy in the Arena. We'll see. But they're gonna try to put the good team over. So look for Ospreay and his team to
when even Hiroshi, the king, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, came out there. I think he's on his retirement leg, and you see a lot of that going on. But looking forward to seeing that. But look for Osprey's team to win the battle, and Osprey's team will do so. I can tell you that right now. Well, we get to this. This is the main event right here. Hangman Adam Page defends the world championship against MJF. MJF having a lot of issues, even picking on Mark Briscoe. I don't know why he picking on Mark Briscoe. Hangman Page is standing for it. Hangman Page wants to show Will Ospreay, wants to show MJF that hey, if you're a true you want to go for my belt, put your contract on the line, and thought he was going to do that, but MJF had different plans, and MJF didn't want to put the contract on the line, and they've been feuding ever since Hangman won the belt. Okay, this is going to be Hangman's test to win the world championship, to defend the world championship. Well, MJF sent Ricochet in his gates of agony to kidnap and hurt Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe really was on his own until Hangman came out there. Hangman decided to even up the odds. Hangman did so at the MJF trying to make a deal with Hangman and Page with Ricochet, I would say. In the group. Tonight's World Championship match, MJF had a few conditions that his contract is now online, just a full straight one-on-one match, and no falls count anywhere, no disqualification match. All that rolled into one. So it's gonna be a real tough match for Hangman to do, but Hangman wants this opportunity. Look for Hangman Page to retain the world championship over MJF through all comes and stuff like that. I can see that tonight for Hangman Page going forward. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Forbidden Door Predict the Outcome special. We'll have predict the outcome. We'll have predictions and stuff like that coming forward. If we do, we'll let you know for a review, probably like tomorrow. It drops tomorrow and stuff. We'll have winners and predictions. Did I get all my predictions right? That's the only time we'll tell on that. We'll see. Thank you all for watching this edition of Pro Wrestling Show presents the Forbidden Door Predict the Outcome Show. We'll see you for the review. Follow me.